Yo guys, what's going on? Acez is here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the patch notes for patch 15.5 here in Escape from Tarkov. These just dropped, but by the time I edit the video and get it uploaded for you, some of you might have already seen these. But one thing you might not have seen is this line right here. Before we jump in, make sure you're dropping a like, and of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's dive in. As a part of this update, all PvE raids will temporarily be on the game servers instead. We have adjusted the number of servers for PvE to optimize the matchmaking time. This is kind of concerning, but it'll really give us a good look at how many people are actually playing PvE. Because if they're saying they have optimized the amount of servers, we should still be getting into raids fairly quickly. Now, if you're wondering, how long is a normal PvE raid to get in? Well, when I was really struggling on the old PC and I was loading into a raid with a second account, most of my raid times loading up a duo queue were like under 60 seconds. It was still incredibly quick. And then when I play on Streets of Tarkov, since all of those are online, that usually took like 2 to 3 minutes. So I don't really expect them to be too awful, but luckily we can actually sort stuff in our stash. So I think this is intentional because they probably have to fix some stuff with PvE. Whether that is, potentially fixing the Alt F4 bug exploit thing somehow, I don't know. But I wanted to make sure you knew this was a thing because, 95% of the people who watch my channel are PvE, and this isn't exactly in a great place. Yes, it's the first thing, but people are going to start here. They're going to see the big bold letters and they're just going to scroll right down and just completely blow past this. So wanted to make sure you knew about it. Let's hop in. Inventory, interaction, matching. I've looked at none of this. I've spoiled none of it. So partial player interaction with stash. Profile and the flea market is now available during the initial phase of matching. The functionality is limited to the period of searching for a server. So the moment you find a server and you're searching for players, looking for players, loading loot, all that, you are not going to be able to do anything with the stash or with the hideout and the flea market, I guess. I don't see hideout there. Maybe we'll see it later. But one thing I do want to note is that's going to be the majority of your matching time. The only time it's not going to be the majority of your matching time is when you have a Timmy loading in with a kind of bad hard drive. So you should be good for the most part. Added the ability to move and sort items in the stash, add offers for sale in the flea market view, available information on the character menus tab, such as tasks, for example. Add the ability to view equipment and health status for the players in the group while matching. The feature applies to scouts as well. All right, looks like hideout's not in. That was kind of one of the main things I talked about in the video earlier today in my sleep schedule, but technically yesterday for you guys, if you want to, go off the technicalities. Hideout was a big one for me, When you're loading into a raid, you want to maybe knock out some crafts, get some skill points. Looks like that's not happening now, so that's kind of disappointing, but we'll take what we can get, I guess. So we have achievement rewards. Certain achievements will now have rewards. This is good. I like this a lot. These rewards will not disappear with global or personal wipes through the website. Items received for achievements are sent through an in-game message with unlimited storage time. Players who have earned multiple achievements in the Tarkov mystery event will receive rewards for each event. Is that the one with the cat? I think. I could be wrong on that one. You can view achievement rewards by hovering over the achievement icon on the character screen. All right, very good. Oh, here we go. Achievements involved in Peace, Local Strongman, Cardinal something. We were available in the Tarkov mystery event. Reward there's the cat hologram right there. Master of Ultra, that's the tracksuit. Interesting. Okay. So, okay, interesting. The stylish one has been removed completely. Wow. That's, you know what? I think that's going to be a change people like. Because every single wipe, getting those kills, it seemed to kind of piss people off. So I think that's one for just your quality of life and actually giving you some of your free time in life back. I think that's a good change, actually. That's just my opinion, for the people who really like grinding it. Hey, I think it's a good change for 99.9% of the people who actually want a chance to get a tracksuit. Mainly for the PvP crowd, not really PvE. It doesn't matter for us. So, pinning items in the stash. Added pin and lock features. Just one thing real quick, guys. Be careful with this on release day. Like, the moment the patch comes out, I wouldn't go pinning all your fucking cases and then sorting your stash and just like being an idiot. Like there's a chance that shit won't work. So just be careful. You don't want anything disappearing. Pinned items don't get auto-sorted, but you can move them manually. You can pin an item in the following ways: through the right click, then through the pinning mode, which is activated by clicking the icon in the stash, or the P hotkey, which can be changed in the settings. The pin status is lost when you move an item into the inventory or start a raid. All right? Then we have the lock feature. Locked items cannot be deleted, sold, moved, or used except for opening containers. So a thing you would lock is like your gamma container, you know, if you're holding on to it. Locking prevents items from being used in crafting, upgrades, selling, bartering, and being used in weapon builds. I love that. You can lock an item in the following ways: right-clicking in the locking mode, which is going to be the L hotkey. Container interaction: pinned or locked items can be stored in a container. Their status is retained, when the container is moved. Very, very good. Weather seasons. Switching to fall. The late fall calendar season will be enabled at a later date. So I'm not sure what that means exactly, but we got some fall now. Map-to-map travel. Adjusted the transition zones on certain locations. Now, after loading into the next location, players will appear as close as possible to the corresponding transit zone. Yeah, you know what? I like that. That's cool. That is a little more realistic. So we have the new weapon, added MPS Auto Assault 12 Gen 1 and oh my god. They added full auto shotties. Oh my god. Oh, I'm hype. I am excited. Now, I will say the Sega was damn near full auto, but that bitch just overheated really quick. You know, you just hit that bitch with a couple of quick taps and it's pumping. But that sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. We're getting a fucking AA-12, bro. Dude, the drum mag, what are they, 32 rounds? Oh, baby, I'm excited. All right, we added new mounts to allow installation of bipods on more weapons. Very cool, very cool. Added new attachments for the SCAR, G36, and the AUG assault rifle. All right, that's, you know, a little less weapon content than I was originally expecting. This feels like kind of a major-ish patch, so yeah. Wow, this is it. Okay. List of fixes. Visual display of artifacting in the water in the factory cellars while using DLSS. Fix the weight display on the weapon build screen. Fix the soft lock when two players interact with a weapon in a container at the same time. Fix the number of geometry and texture issues. Fix the inability to use items from containers when using weapon builds. Fix the display of the killer's name on a player's dog tag if the player was killed with a single shot. Real quick, guys, Arena is available right now. If you still want to play Escape from Tarkov, you can hop into Arena while the patch is currently installing. Fix the incorrect calculation of the player's weight when equipping an unsearched backpack. That was an exploit I definitely saw a lot about. Fix the player scavs appearing in random locations for a short time before spawning. Fix the AI aggression towards a player sitting inside the BTR. Man, you know, thinking back on the roadmap, I feel like we might be not getting everything. I'm actually gonna check just because I'm a little interested. I feel like the roadmap had a whole lot more, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me look right now. I'm gonna look live for you guys. So the 15.5 roadmap, I'm not gonna put it on the screen. Stash and hideout. Interaction, which we didn't get hideout, the locking items, expansions and new mechanics, so I guess that's technically under the bipod. Technical improvements, sound engine improvements, I didn't see anything about the sound here. Fall weather, AI behavior adjustments, I mean, I guess this is technically that, and the player scavs, no, that's literally player scavs. Is it? Okay, game client performance optimization, I've seen none of that. Weapon content, you know, we got the AA-12. It's sick. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely sick, and that's probably the best part about this patch. No lie. And then in-game events. So we'll probably have something. I'm sure there's probably one or two things that aren't in here, not including a potential Halloween event later today. But I gotta say, this feels a little underwhelming. You know, I'm grateful BSG's even doing anything, but at the same time, I don't know. I really expected this list to be a hell of a lot longer. I expected a lot more here. But yeah, that's the patch notes for you guys. Sorry, I thought it was gonna be more. Feels a little underwhelming now. I genuinely like I was caught completely off guard that this was it. So thought this was going to be like a 30-40 minute video and a nice long patch, but I guess not. So I will see you later today. I don't know when I'm waking up, if it's before or after the patch goes live, but you can expect me to be testing out that AA-12 on factory. I can guarantee you that. That's going to be fun and exciting. I don't care if I got to pay $15 million for one on the flea market. I want one. Do me a favor, leave that like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. I'm out.